Hey, what's going on, ecosystem? It is Friday. It is noon Central Time. That means it's time for Cars on the Move. Thanks so much for joining the show today. This is where we talk about connecting dealers, auctions, and carriers. And we've got Ty. He's out on the man on the street. And hey, let's go say hello to him. Go ahead and jump in the live chat and say hello if you can see us and hear us. Ty, can you see me and hear me? It's windy, but I see you and I hear you. It's kind of a windy day. It's good. Are you at are you at Odessa? Exactly. You're at Odessa, KC. Oh man. So what is going, I mean, it looks like is there a lot going on? Looks like it. Okay, I've got, and I got and I have a message stuck on the screen. Your default speaker has changed to. Okay, well I got the message. Can we get that off the screen for me, please? I've got a message on my screen that I can't get rid of. How funny is that? Let's change the view. Nope, still there. Your default speaker, and can you still hear me? Because. Oh, wait, and there we go. Now the audio's on. You know, I don't know why. I'm having some audio trouble, too. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, you're good.
All right, good. All right, I don't know what's going on. All right, so you're at the Odessa parking lot, and...
Yeah.
And what's that?
Well, I was thinking today, you know, Fridays are usually we do the recap of the week, how awesome, you know, auctions are, how awesome some auctions are not. Talk about dealers. We every now and then we'll even whip into a dealership and say, "Look, guys, this is a dealer. Look." So we're not doing any of that this week. We're not.
We're not.
We're going to talk about car hauling. Just for a minute.
That is probably a good call.
I think so because I've had a lot of phone calls this week, and I'm going to be honest, I'm a little frustrated. Okay.
And you know what? You know why? We're off the beaten path. We're trying to put this thing together. You know what's interesting? I get frustrated a lot too because I've learned that. Okay, there you are. And I've learned you got a call, didn't you? Somebody called you. Every time your phone rings, your screen goes away. And people call you all the time.
It's and that's why we want to change the topic today because I've had a lot of calls this week, and there seems to be a reoccurring theme that I think we need to go back and touch upon, which is car hauling is not easy. It's not. Stop. There's nothing easy about it. Okay? Just remember, there's nothing easy about hauling cars. Whether you use a load board, whether you use a dispatcher, whether you decide to own your own business and go get your own customers, there's nothing easy about it. All right? So, I sent you a couple pictures, right?
You did. Let's see. Let me go ahead and bring up. What do you want me to show?
Let's show that one with the little white truck. Let's show that one first.
Transit, right?
There you go.
Transit Logistics, uh-huh.
Okay. Anything look weird or funny? No. It's a brand new truck and almost brand new Sun Country 5 car, right? Nothing fishy there, huh? Truck's broke down. It's a brand new 2020. He's on the road. He bought a new truck because his old truck kept breaking down. You follow me?
Yeah.
So just looking at the picture there, I can make a lot of money hauling 3, 4, 5 cars at a time with my new Dodge Ram 5500, right?
So that's what they say.
Yeah, well, good news. The 2020 Ram 5500 has some kind of a weird problem with its fuel pump, which somehow shoots metal into your engine. I don't know if that's true, but that's what this person sent me the picture and told me, okay? So, Ty, which truck should I get? A F350, F450, Dodge Ram 5500, and a 3-car trailer. Which one should I get, Ty? That's a 2020 5500. Broke down. Second 2020 Ram 5500 phone call I've had this week that my Ram 5500 broke down on me. Under 7,000 miles. What's the solution? The solution is that you need to understand there is nothing easy about hauling cars. That's the solution. Is that fair?
That is fair. Keep going.
Okay. All right.
Keep going. Carlos
So-
says, preach, Ty, preach.
Yeah, we're preaching in the transport parking lot. Let's pull up the next picture real quick. The yellow truck, the big Stinger. I want to show everybody this story. This is a good one. This story just happened about 5 minutes ago. See that guy?
Yeah.
His name's Monty. I've known Monty for 15 years. Monty's been doing it longer than I have. Monty's been doing it for 27 years. Monty, show him the next picture. Show him what kind of rig Monty has. Wow, look at that. He's got 4 cars on it, 9-car hauler, right?
Yeah.
Let's talk about Monty for a minute. Monty's been doing this for 27 years. Monty's 61 years old. Monty can tell you it's not easy. You know why? Because I say, hey, Monty, how you doing? Oh, best I can. Oh, yeah, what happened? Pulls his pant leg up and shows me this incision on his right calf that's every bit of 12 inches long on both sides. He had some kind of aneurysm, right? On top of what he already had, which is some kind of he's got health issues bad, right? 61, 27 years, he's out here hauling cars. Ask Monty how easy it is.
Wow.
You follow what I'm saying here?
Yeah, man.
Okay. And we won't even talk about the equipment that he just showed me that you're looking at, all the things he had to do to it just to get to here today, right? So you always got a guy like Ty talking about your customer and auctions and dealers. And I keep going back to own your own business, right? That's what I always talk about, owning your own business. Well, do you think that brand new 2020 and that Monty, those guys have dispatchers? One might not. Who doesn't? Monty. Monty doesn't have dispatchers. Why? Because Monty has his own client base. Monty's been doing it 27 years, and I can assure you, Monty does not tell anybody on earth that this is an easy job and it's been the best experience of his life. Monty's stuck, right? What else is Monty going to do? Become a dispatcher?
How is he doing? I mean, he's making money, he's doing okay, right? But he's not running around out there at truck stops, right? Talking about getting rich and holla holla dollar dollar, all this stuff, right? Like, yeah.
No. And so I think one of the things I'm kind of upset about is, I can't comprehend that people don't truly understand how difficult this business is. And I know you said this, I think last week, you're like, Ty, yeah, but you don't understand. What we take is breathing air. Other people say I'm drowning. There's different worlds, right? Isn't that what you kind of said last week, Jay?
I'm thinking. Did I say
It
that?
doesn't matter. Yeah, something along the lines. It's just not easy, right?
Well, yeah, it's not easy. Well, I think what I might have said is, I talked about the verticals and we're totally splintered. Yeah, I'll tell you what. Here's what I do know. I know that there are carriers that hold it against me that I've never driven a truck. And you know what? There is so much to car shipping business. Maybe that's why a lot of carriers hold it against brokers too. And because I have seen conversation, if you're not a driver, if you're not a hauler, get out of this business entirely. It's interesting because the dealer sells cars. He doesn't drive a hauler. He's in this business, right? The auction executives, they're in this business. They don't drive haulers, right?
Right.
That's the
Yeah.
stuff that frustrates me.
Well, yeah, it is frustrating, and there is this disconnect, and I think the disconnect is that for some reason, no matter which segment of this ecosystem you decide to focus on this week, I think you'll figure out that it's not easy either. I mean, I was thinking about car dealers. You think they got it made in the shade? No, they got issues. They got problems, right?
Yeah,
One of them
do.
happens to be us. We happen to be one of their problems.
Yeah, they don't like thinking of. I mean, a lot of Actually, when dealers when they end up talking about transportation, there's usually a period coming up soon, and let's get back to talking about selling cars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, selling cars is where it's at for them, and that's where they need to keep their focus because that's what generates revenue.
Well,
That's
right.
why you always hear me talk about sales. I always talk about sales. If you're not going to do sales, I'm not sure you need to be in the trucking business.
So
now, who says that?
See, that's what's so interesting, and that's where I'll tell you this. Assuredly, I say unto you, right? Okay, all right, not lost, not lost. Okay, so I keep seeing more and more this discussion about who's going to do the sales piece. In fact, I saw this awesome post, and I'm sharing it in industry news, talking about brokers do the sales piece. If nobody's going to pick up the baton to do the sale, the broker's going to take that. The broker's going to do it. Right? And so you keep saying, you got to be the sales guy too. Right? Or get a sales guy. Or train a sales guy. But if you don't do in-house sales, guess what? You're going to be hauling for somebody else.
You are not going to own your business. Remember when you wanted to start your business? Remember one of the things that went through your head? F the man. Remember that one?
F the man, right.
Remember that? So if you really want to F the man, you might want to own your business. And I mean that, right? I've done it 20 years. I can promise you it's better to own your business. If you're going to have a problem today, why not make it your problem that you create versus a dispatcher, a load board, and a broker? Jay and I have had these conversations. Jay will remember and testify. It's probably been 2 years ago. We're sitting on the phone, and I'm railing on a carrier because he's crying that he doesn't do sales. And I said, well, good news. The broker will do it, and you'll pay for it. Now, Jay, 2 years later, Jay's like, I see. Sales is important in car hauling.
And what's ironic, and you have seen more of the benefit of a load board and technology. Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah. So we come together today as the dynamic duo, the double helix of transport.
And I'll tell you what, and I feel really compelled. Anybody tuning in, I appreciate taking the time, tuning in, saying hello in the live chat. And so in exchange, I want to, we talk about business and owning our own business, and some of that gets tiresome to listen to. So here's something I was thinking of. I'm going to share something. I'm over here typing on my laptop, working on putting this together, because that idea from last week talking about how dealers that are buying online, like Mike Phillips, are buying to fill the truck. They're actually thinking about the transporter when they buy online. Like, what a concept. Oh my gosh. How many dealers actually think about the transport guy during the buying process? Obviously, there's many factors, and profitability of the dealership is paramount. But that is pretty cool. I wonder if Monty has that kind of relationship. Like you said, when did you get a phone call? When you were hauling for guys that were buying at auctions, when did they contact you that they had loads that needed to be moved? Right after the sale? When?
Yeah, well, traditionally, yeah, but the way I do it is completely different. I don't wait for them to call me. I call them on Monday. Why do I call them on Monday? Well, because they had a blowout extravaganza sale on the weekend, and they're going to need cars. So I call them on Monday. How many did you sell this week? Oh, I sold 40. Well, that means you're going to be at the sale, right? Yeah. Which one? Oh, that one. I'll make sure I've got a truck there because you'll need cars, right? Yeah. I'll see you. Bye.
So with what you just said, are you saying that if you're trying to grow your auto transport business, could you go up to a dealer that's in town and say, hey, selling a lot of cars this weekend, how many are you going to buy on Monday? Could you do that?
No, because on Mondays when you go to them, so after Monday, how many are you going to buy after Monday?
But I'm
Yeah.
I'm trying to walk through this as a greenhorn. If I walked to a dealership this weekend, what could I say without sounding ridiculous?
Hey, are you guys selling a lot of cars this weekend?
Yeah, we're selling a ton. Do you want to buy one?
No, but I'll transport your trade-ins to the auction, and if you're selling as many as you say you are, you're going to buy some. So which auction are you going to send your trade-ins to, and which auction are you going to go buy at? I'll just meet you there. And if you don't go physically, if you buy online, here's my number. Just shoot me the VINs. I'll be there at the auction, at the gate, waiting for your text, okay? Matter of fact, I'll text you when I know the auction's over because I can hear it from the gate. You're done. It's 12:30. How many did you get? I got 6. Send me the VIN. All right, I'm pulling them, loading them right now. That's proactive. That's sales. That's being a drug dealer. That's providing an incredible service. That's owning your business.
Ty, that is powerful, man. I'm gonna move you up to the big screen here because I tell you what, when you talk like that, that's powerful, dude.
Well, it's pretty simple, right? I mean, it's simple to us.
It's simple to you.
But it makes sense. You haven't even done it, and what I just said, you're like, oh.
I saw you. My wheels were turning, and I was thinking, okay, what do I need to be writing down right now to make sure I do this right? Step 1, go to the dealership.
I wouldn't go on a Saturday, by the way. I would go on Monday around 1.
Okay. Don't go
11 to 1.
Okay.
Why? Why wouldn't you go on Saturday? Because Saturday's a freaking zoo, and you want it to be a zoo. If you want to go hang out and just be a fly on the wall and watch, I recommend doing that. That'll give you some really big clues to what's going to happen next week. Predictive projections, predictive something. We're predicting something, right? Because it's really happening. Go to the dealership, park off campus, stand there and watch all day long. Set up a camera, right? And just watch. It's a zoo on the weekend for a reason. You know what? I happen to be driving around Kansas City on a Sunday. I whip into CarMax. CarMax is a zoo on Sunday in Kansas. There are people everywhere, trucks out the back, the auction over here, nuts. So on the weekend is probably not a good time as a carrier to go try to solicit business. Monday might be a better chance of talking to somebody because now they've got their bearings. We sold 72 cars this weekend, guys. High five. Good job. Now we got to go get more cars. Where are we going to get them? They set up a plan. I mean, they think about this. It works. They're going to go somewhere and they know. Go ask. I'll meet you there. Right? You see all this in the background?
Yeah, keep going. Preach, Ty, preach.
Yeah, so we're talking about carriers. So I get these calls this week, all these guys that I just think, now I know why I do what we do, Jay. It's because we got to keep saying the same thing because we can say it every day and everybody needs to hear it every day, right? This is not easy. Know your customer, know your market, know your industry, know your competition. It's a business. Go read business books. I'm telling you, it's not hard.
So okay, so you gave
Wait,
great.
I thought you just said it was hard, Ty.
You gave great. Man, I loved those ideas on the dealer. What could you do? Is there anything like that you could do at the auction? You just gave me ideas of how to, I'm going to conduct surveillance on the dealer so that I can move their cars. What is there anything I can do at the auction to build my sales? No. Is yes?
Independent auction, yeah.
Independent auction. Okay, don't go to Mannheim and Odessa. All right, we'll skip it. All right, so let's say you go to the independent auction. Let's say you go to the independent auction. What can you do? What do you do? You get to the auction. What do you do?
Introduce yourself. access in. Remember, you got to be able to get in. You just don't walk in. So declare who you are. I'm a transport guy. I want to come into your independent auction to see how it works, right? Go with a car dealer. That's another way. Independent auctions are friendly. They have rules, but they're friendly. Does that make sense?
Well, everybody, yeah, exactly. They have rules, but they're friendly. That actually is a good way to put it. Hey, by the way, in the live chat, I want to mention, and thank you guys. Fast Eddie's here. Carlos is here. DNW is here. Carlos says the 1920 Rams have engine problems. M2 is a better choice.
M2. I'm an M2 guy. Hey, we're going to see if these guys will talk to us. Hang on.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Love it. And hey, Mark. Ty needs a couple of beers or a scotch. Thank you so much, Mark. That is so cool. Oh, check this out.
Transport. Oh, this is my buddy Jay. We do YouTube for car haulers.
Oh, okay.
You guys hauling a car?
Yes, sir.
What do you? Are you Central Dispatch?
Sometime.
Are you from the area?
No, we're from Texas.
Texas.
Yes.
I like Texas. That's the best.
Western Texas.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Manheim, Dallas.
Oh, Manheim, Dallas.
Yeah. You know Tommy? Tommy, he does all the in-outs out of Dallas. Auto transport. Yeah. You know Tommy? That's cool.
YouTube channel.
Yeah, you should subscribe. We talk about car haulers, auctions, and dealers, equipment.
What is the link?
Auto transport intel.
Yeah. I don't have too much battery. I have to charge my phone.
Oh,
I'll find it.
auto transport
You
intel.
got a car? I can look at it.
Yeah, I got one maybe somewhere. I'll get you one.
Ty
You guys
never carries
hold up.
cards.
I know.
We go to
Got my
trade
phone
shows.
up
We go to trade shows and talk to people. He never has cards
there.
on him.
Trade shows. I never have a card.
Never.
417 483 2764.
Hey, what's up, FNS Trucking? What's going on, man?
T-Y.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please do leave a like. Oh, and share. Hey, by the way, I got pretty excited there. Do me a favor. Go ahead. You see this on your YouTube. Go ahead and click on that share button. You can copy the YouTube link. You can email it. You can text it. Share it on Facebook.
How long you been doing it?
Oh, 7 years.
7. Good job. What's your
See what's going
All
on
right,
here.
see you guys. Thank
Oh.
you.
Thank you.
Have a
Yeah,
good
they're
one.
busy. That is one thing, right? Is that people are busy. I mean, it's right. Not only is it not easy, but it'll keep you busy. You got to stay on track. So, I don't have to say that.
Sorry about all that.
No, not at all.
New friends.
No, that was cool, man. I think I got a new subscriber. Thank you.
Yeah, we try to get you 1 or 2 out of it. All right. So, where'd we leave off?
Well, I'll tell you, my favorite thing we did today was when you were talking about, and I think that this is such one of my favorite topics when we talk, is when you talk about the dealership. You know, like building sales. It seems to be the fastest way to find out if you are on your sales game is to go talk to a dealer. And I know that I personally know there's guys that I've worked for that are never going to go talk to a dealer. And I also understand that could be frustrating to hear us keep talking about it. But if you're going to own your own business, doing it full time, doing as much as you can, right? It's not, we hear it's all about the hustle. True. But part of the hustle is sales. And if you don't do sales, this is why a lot of artists are starving artists, because they're not doing sales. If you don't do any sales, you're not going to do as much business. Bless you, buddy. So I keep talking about sales. You got me hooked on talking about sales. And you know what? By the way, I do a lot of sales. What do you think I do when I'm not making shows? I'm making phone calls. I'm setting meetings. Setting
Oh, yeah.
meetings, making phone calls. No matter what you do, you're doing some sales or you're working for somebody else. I mean, I think that's it. There's only two choices. You either do some sales or you work for somebody else. Am I right?
Hey, I just got a phone call from a guy who this week got his authority, called Central Dispatch, gave him the money, called him back 2 or 3 days later and said, "Can I get on?" And they said, "No, not until October 31st. Have you heard that yet?
Whoa.
Okay,
That
so why did I
Central's
bring
full?
that up? Yeah, I don't know, but I didn't bring it up to talk about it. I brought it up to illustrate, why don't you own your own business?
Right.
I
Because
mean, we can use technology when it's available. I'm all for it.
because
If
I
we
just
start out with the idea that I want to own my own business, things like that probably won't be such a big setback, will they?
but I just want to drive and pick up and deliver cars.
And go work for a company. Okay, I've decided I'm going to be a jerk today. I've had enough this week. I've had enough ridiculous phone calls of people that are literally killing themselves, destroying families, causing hate, losing money out the window. I'm just going to be honest with you. This is not easy. If you think you just want to drive your truck and make money, then go drive for somebody else. There's a lot of good companies that need good drivers, okay? And they're not jerks. But if you want to get in this and you think a load board and running around with a dispatcher is going to solve all life's problems, you're going to get rich. It's not happening in car hauling. It's not. Stop. 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 Quit. Just don't. The basics of owning a business. I don't care if it's mowing the grass. I don't care if it's cleaning toilets. I don't care what your business is. It's owning an auction. Know your customer. Own your customer, serve your customer, do your customer right. It's your customer, right? It's not going to be easy. You know, I sent this video to Jay this week. This guy, I call him Timcast. I think it's Tim Pool. He's got this little clip. He does news, but this guy Gary Lamb, right? Did you watch that video?
It was awesome.
Yeah, the whole point of the video was, do what you do, own it, be responsible, hold yourself accountable, get stuff done. I mean, you can make it in this world. It's not easy, right? And what Jay's talking about, his show, that's why I sent it to him, because I'm like, do you know how long Jay's been banging his head against this wall? Do you know how long Jay's been trying to figure out sales? Do you know how long, I mean, the amount of time that Jay puts in to put this out here, it's insane. It is insane. All because we like to talk about car haulers and we think you can get rich doing this? No. We're actually trying to save you a lot of headache. I promise. All right, I'm done.
That's too bad because, man, I mean, it's all, I love it. You know, it's interesting. I mean, I know you, and I can see the passion and the truth of the message. You know, and I know how, you know, this is a very important topic, and part of the frustration, it's interesting, you and I, we see, we're like two separate flashlights looking at the same problem. And
it's a great analogy.
And so I see people running around out there really, I don't know. Okay. It's the talk about, I don't know. I guess no one's saying it's easy, but too many people are saying you're going to get rich. Like you're going to make this, and that word guaranteed. Oh my gosh. When people use the word guaranteed, I'm ready to freak out.
Yeah, you should.
That's ridiculous. And what bothers me is people, I wish everybody would revolt when they hear the word guarantee. That should be an immediate revolt word. If you hear the word guarantee, revolt right away.
Sorry, I'm trying to get out of the wind.
That's okay. It makes for an interesting shot.
Wow. Well, really, why I'm down here is because look here. You can see it. Let me see if I can get this thing to turn around. Watch this. Other way, Jose. Whoops.
And if I tell you what, if you're just tuning in now, we always end this at about 30 minutes. So we're gonna stop here in a few minutes.
Can't get a good shot, but anyway, it's an Audi, and I'm an Audi fan. So cool.
Oh, it's an Audi. All right, hey, here. Fast Eddie asks you. We do this. We try. Why is Ty out of the car hauling biz? That's Fast Eddie's question. Okay.
Fast Eddie. That's a great question.
It is a great question.
Right around 2009, I don't know if you remember 2008, but 2009 got pretty crazy, right? Remember that? All the manufacturers shut down. I made it through that just fine because I saved a lot of money and I had a lot of clients, right? So I made it through that one. I made it through. Remember Cash for Clunkers? Made it through that. What really got me was my 20-year wife decided that she would had enough. So that's the one that kind of stuck, right? That hurt. So not only am I passionate about the business, I'm also passionate about you, right? This can really hurt you. One of the things that people don't understand about this business, when I'm yelling all the time, it's fucking hard. Okay? Excuse my language. It consumes you. I talked to Sue yesterday, Jay. You know what? Sue and I were talking at 8 o'clock at night. Hang on, I got another call. Hang on.
Cool.
Okay. If you think you get in this business and it stops right around 5, maybe 5:30 on a heavy day, go fly a kite. Okay? So why don't I have trucks? Well, I made it through it all. I even made it through the divorce, right? Made it through the divorce, lost a lot of stuff along the way, decided after 3 years of a 3-year long divorce that I probably should go ahead and pack it up because I don't care about the business anymore. So that's right around, say, 2012. So started selling trucks to a guy that used to work for me, right? Helped him build his business, right? He's got all my trucks. He's taking care of all the customers. He's doing a great thing. He started his own company. He took a chance. He rolled the dice, right? Ask him how easy it is. Call Barry Smith and ask him how easy this business is.
Right. Well, and what's interesting is...
So what am I doing without a bunch of trucks? I'm telling you who asked the question.
Fast Eddie Transport.
I'm telling Fast Eddie Transport. It's not easy, okay?
Well, and here, I want to say this. As you were talking, I was thinking this, because if someone said to me, Jay, why aren't you dispatching anymore? It could be a similar question. And it's a similar answer in that you're not driving in the car hauler, and I'm not dispatching on the phone. Because I think both of us, and around the same time, realized we would be better served, and we could serve better if we moved it up a notch into more of a leadership role to try to actually help the industry instead of just moving one car here or there. Now, I know that might sound, I don't want to sound crazy, but that's what we're trying to do.
Right. Well, one of the cool things that I see because of your show, because of what you do, and now because I've got some spare time on my hands, I'm not answering the phone literally 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. We're connecting these technology people that Ty never has cared about, right? Because of my relationship with Jay. Now we're bringing people like Driver on. We're bringing people, some of the guests you have on your show is unreal. Then you got me talking to auction people. So we're kind of putting light on all the areas that there is going to be some trouble in your life if you want to haul cars, because we know. Oh, well, Ty, you don't know jack about enclosed. You're right, I don't. But I can point you to somebody that does. Ty, you don't know jack about hauling new cars. You never had new car contracts, did you? No, I don't, but I know a lot of guys that do. Ty, what about this? Well, I don't, but I know people that do. I'm not going to sit here and tell you I know everything and that it's all peaches and roses and ice cream and cherries and strawberry on my cheesecake, because it's not.
And,
yeah, I'm a little lit.
Well, you know what? You know what, Ty? You get an earful from me sometimes, and right. I mean, I'm ready to just hit the TNT box.
Yeah.
And the thing is that it's because we're very passionate about what we're doing. still having to take out the trash far too often. But yeah, like for what you just said, and hey, Logan Hawk, what's going on, man? Thank you guys so much for tuning in, saying hello in the live chat. We're gonna go in a second, and we have to go in a second because what are we doing at 1:00? We have a meeting with a company. We're gonna have a phone call with a company that, frankly, I've been trying to get on the phone with companies like that for a while, and I don't even know if he knows why we're going to talk. But I know what I want to talk about. It doesn't mean I have anything. I'm not buying anything. And I don't have anything to sell him. But I do know that in this industry, there is a lot behind the scenes that leads up to the transport. And that's why I like talking to companies that are part of this ecosystem, and it doesn't seem like a straight line. I used to get that at trade shows all the time. Shoot, you were standing right next to me sometimes. People, I'd say, I started a YouTube channel for car transport. And they're like, I know they're thinking, well, why the hell would you do that?
What?
And I said,
What?
My answer was, there is a lot to talk about. Do you realize how fragmented car shipping is? Carriers don't want to talk to brokers. Nobody wants to talk to the dealer. The auction says, that they got transporters are nothing but trouble. Really? There's nothing to talk about? So, and to proliferate the problem, I read on Facebook, yeah, these people aren't invited. You're not allowed. You can't do this. You can't talk about that. We only want people that are just like us. Really? That's holy mackerel.
Yeah. So that was a great question. Whoever asked it. Sorry
Fast
if I
Eddie.
came across.
Thank
Fast
you, Fast
Eddie.
Eddie. Yeah.
That's why I'm passionate. That's why you see my face change colors, my eyes change colors. That's why you hear my voice change. Because I'm telling you, I built an incredible business, and it is very complicated. Okay. You can make it easy, but you have to have a foundation. The foundation needs to be pretty solid, right? So whatever that foundation is, it doesn't mean my foundation is your foundation. It means we need to help you figure out what your foundation is so that you can have a successful business. Because you've got the DOT, you've got your brand new truck breaks down, you've got the straps that break, you've got physical problems yourself, physical health, you've got marriage, you've got relationships. You're trying to juggle a lot of things while trying to build a very complicated, intricate, complex business. Transporting cars, I promise, is not as easy as it looks, right? Hydraulic cylinders, wheels, tires, brakes. I mean, things break in this business all the time. They do. And it creates a lot of tension. And you sometimes have a tendency to take that tension home, and you have a tendency to be a real dick, right? Excuse my language. And we forget that life is more than just hauling cars. Well, I got an insurance payment that's due, and my next one's coming up in 5 days. If I don't make enough money to pay my insurance, I'm done. Yeah. Exactly. All right.
I like to give you the floor. I've been using the switcher more, trying to get used to some different processes. I'm always tightening the screws on this channel. Did you see the new? Did you see that new thumbnail? Oh, there it is behind me. Here.
Yeah, I did. I loved it. Cars
Wow.
on the move.
Cars on the move. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I love it. Hey, speaking of
really
that,
like
one of
that.
the other things I thought about too, about Jay and Ty on Cars on the Move on Friday, this is a journey. We're building a business just like you are. So what you're seeing today probably will look a lot different later, right? And Jay's actually, you guys don't know this, but Jay's actually coaching me. Did you know that? Jay's teaching me how to help do a show, right?
Your coach. Yeah, well, right. I coach you on production, and you coach me.
Yeah, well, I was thinking about this Tim Cast and Larry.
In fact,
Gary Lamb.
I've started calling you the carrier relations guy.
Yeah, that's true. I like that.
I know, me
It's cool, Tom.
too.
I'll take it.
And Sue is dispatching, brokering, training, and I mean, I know you
Yeah,
do
well,
brokering too, but yeah, we're building an organization, man.
yeah, we are. It's fun, and it's a journey. And see, what's cool is like I was thinking about this Gary Lamb guy, right? Apparently, this guy's been doing videos for years.
Right.
All of a sudden, he does a one video, sends it to this guy who's kind of a big name, and Trump catches wind of it, it blows up. The dude's got over 1 million views in like a couple hours or something crazy. I don't know, but you know what I
Right,
mean,
it
right?
shows you the power. Oh my gosh, right? If you can get picked up or something. Hey, speaking of, I wanted to mention this, and then we got to go. We're going to go in a few minutes. But did you know that Carvana had an event on Sunday at 4:30 Central Time? Okay, we're going to have this event. And what do you think when you think of Carvana? You think of, right, online car buying. But this was geared towards auto transport, car hauling, transportation. We're going to have an event. And I'm like, wow, Carvana, transportation, how cool. This is a neat opportunity. I want to see this. They go live on Instagram. And you know what they did? They talked just a little bit about Carvana, trucking, driver recruitment, kind of a little bit. And then they went to a stinger guy, and he loaded a car, and then they showed, strapping over the tire. But I'm watching thinking, yeah, but I'm not. I thought what I was gonna see. I thought I was gonna learn more about how their logistics is organized and kind of an overview, not a guy driving a car on an upper deck and strapping down the tire.
Well, but I don't know Carvana or their business model, but I'm going to go with they're smart, and they figured something out, and they're not going to stop being smart, and they're not going to stop figuring stuff out. So if you've been paying attention and I've been paying attention, there's some things that are starting to connect that everybody wants to laugh at Ty and Jay about. It's called Final Mile. I even laughed at Jay a couple times about it, right?
Right.
But watch who's doing fleet to Final Mile, guys. I can tell you who's doing it. Carvana. And I think somebody else might be doing it too, CarMax.
Wow.
So the thing that you saw and the thing that you really wanted to see, two different things. Follow Carvana. They're smart. They're educating people. They know. They probably watch our show. There's a lot of people that want to be car haulers for whatever reason. Oh, Carvana offers car hauling.
But you know what they didn't show? They never showed a flatbed, which I found so interesting. And I asked some questions during I was respectful. I really wanted to know. I'd love to have them on the show. But they never showed a flatbed, which I think is kind of one of their icons, right? The flatbed. I wanted to see the Stinger and the flatbed standing in the same shot. What does it look like? Tell me more about Stinger to flatbed. But you're right about the Final Mile. It's huge. It's only growing bigger. In fact, we had a dealer on the show Wednesday, me and Ryan. He was talking about Final Mile. He mentioned a company that does their Final Mile that I hadn't heard of. I wonder how many companies there are. It's probably still growing. But I want to leave it with this. This is why I think Final Mile is probably something to really think about. Look at what Amazon did to malls.
Yeah.
What Amazon did to malls, can Carvana do that to auctions and dealers? They're sure as heck going to try.
Yeah. I mean, why not?
Look what happened
And
to Toys
especially
R Us.
especially if everybody's going to kind of play this game where like how to beat Carvana at their own game. If everybody wants to be non-personable, I mean, it's funny if you really step back and look at it. There are other people doing the same thing, right? And I'm not talking about dealers. I'm talking about the principle, the idea of, I don't want to really talk to you. I don't really want a relationship with you. I really just want you to pay me so I can go make more money. Bye.
Well, and so how about, let's switch it up and bring it closer to home. How about all the people that bought an Amazon van and went into business driving for Amazon? How's that going?
Yeah, I don't know. Do you?
I don't know, and I'm curious.
Well, it might be going all right, and that may be the model that Carvana's going. And I don't want to project, but I'm just telling you, if they know, if they've got some kind of inclination that, okay, it goes back to sales. Remember, I loved what we were talking about Tuesday night. Follow the car, the life of a car. Follow the car. Remember, I can't tell you how many miles I've driven in a car and a truck, but it's a lot, right? And I've always wondered, I'm like, if this car could tell the story of Ty, what would that story be? What would that story sound like? What would that story look like? What do we do in our cars when we're driving and nobody's looking? Oh, we wear a mask? I don't know, but we talk to ourselves. We do all kinds of crazy things in the car. That show Tuesday, I still haven't got off it. I'm still
I know.
That's insane.
Kimberly was talking about it too. She's like, wait a minute. Am I on camera all the time in my car? Because of because of there's cameras in the car for the sensors, and they're on all the time, right?
I don't know. But my point is technology's changing. Right?
Everything's changing.
It's changing fast. We may not like it. It doesn't matter. All I'm saying is that if you look at why didn't they do the flatbed? Well, probably because right now they need big car hauler drivers, stingers. That'd be my guess.
And that's got to be what it is. Here's part of my point too. I didn't get an explanation of why we were looking at what we were looking at. That's okay. They don't owe it to me. Here's the biggest point is that Carvana put on an event Sunday to talk about car hauling. Now that's not something you've seen a lot of.
No, you don't ever see that.
Never see
and
that.
They're the ones that, honestly, if we really want to give Carvana some credit, here's what's cool. If you really step back and look at it, they're kind of putting the light on this dealer carrier. How do we manage this, right?
Right.
I mean, you got to go back and look. Where did they start out with stingers and flatbeds, Jay? No. Why do they have them now? Well, I don't think they.
That's what's in. I think my assumption they probably started with no car haulers.
Yeah.
And then they got into car hauling.
Right. Wonder why.
And Tesla has done the same thing.
Yeah. Wonder
Tesla
why.
makes cars, but they got into car hauling. Right. But because then you look at Ford, GM, are they into car hauling? No.
Why not?
Right.
I know why.
Because I know why. It comes back to your reason. Because it's hard.
I'd say no, not on that one. Not on the domestics. Domestics, you're going to have to throw out the U word. We'll talk about it on another show.
All right.
Have a great weekend.
Hey, man. Thank you guys so much for tuning in.
It was
we'll
good.
See you soon.
Thanks, Jay.
Thanks, buddy.
Bye.
Talk to you soon. Oh, man. Cars on the Move is a very interesting show. We are, I feel like when you tune in for Cars on the Move, you're witnessing part of a journey. We're on a journey to figure this. We're kind of still trying to figure it out. What is this? What is this path we're on? Because I do know this. I'm cognizant and aware of this. When this show is over or during the show, you're still going about your life the way you were before. Nothing, this show didn't change anything in your life. I get that. At the same time, I also know that this industry is still so fragmented that I'm in webinars and I hear dealers and auctions talk about transportation in a way carriers do not talk about transportation. It's a totally different conversation. And yet it's the exact same topic. And I also know there's a lot of moves on technology now involved in logistics and transportation. And that technology will be adopted. Somebody's technology won't and somebody's will. And so you got the technology, the dealers, auctions, carriers, brokers, dispatchers, and there aren't a lot of places to hear a conversation that includes all of those voices. And that's what Auto Transport Intel is all about. So thank you guys so much for being a part of this today. We hope you have a great weekend. Stay safe. Carlos, thanks for making it in. Fast Eddie, Logan Hawk, Mark, FNS Trucking, D&W Logistics. Thank you guys so much. Please remember to do that. Do me a favor. Help me out. I don't have a big marketing budget. I work pretty hard. Just like you do. Share, copy, tell your friends, text, email, and we're going to keep this going. And we'll be back Tuesday night. Ooh, Tuesday night. Speaking of topics that aren't very popular, Tuesday night is the broker show. We're going to do a show featuring brokers. And it's going to be all broker talk. So this show's going to make some people crazy, but it's going to be good. We need this kind of stuff. Can't find it anywhere. You will not find a group of brokers talking live anywhere else. I don't know where, especially in auto transport. But you'll see it Tuesday night on Auto Transport Intel. So please join us. Stay safe. I'll see you soon. Thank you so much. You guys take care.